cope. There it is.
Yay,
Hey, start recording. Start
The
recording.
stream has
Welcome
begun
to
because we
the stream on the internet. I am the Night Watchman.
Oh,
I am.
I'm the host. That one guy who's the host. It says right there. It says hello from Captain Falco. I don't know who that is, but he's here for everything. So
Yeah.
that's
I'm
below me.
Froggo.
Below me as always. Here, and
Yeah.
is Froggo Baggins.
Hello.
He always
Froggo.
proper now.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually sound depressed, but he is today.
I wouldn't be surprised if his last name's actually Crocker.
It's like a Betty Crocker. Do you own popcorn? Anywho, I don't think he gets that. Like, I think I'm too old for.
You know Crocker,
group.
the guy who always hunted, Timmy Turner's fairies? That guy?
I have no idea what you're talking about. In fact, that sounds
man-
inappropriate.
A man in his 40s is stuck with people in their 20s.
It's kind of funny how there's a Robot Chicken sketch where Betty Crocker faces off against the Children of the Corn. Like,
Oh my god.
I think it's great.
That's another black pill. That's another black pill for me. No one knows what Fairly Odd Parents is anymore.
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents. My gosh.
Yes, I said Fairly Odd Parents. Crocker.
Oh, Sun Lee. Hello. So we got Sun Lee. Yay.
Sun Lee.
We got good old Sunday.
Sun Lee, son of a gun.
And
And if any of you watching,
we're
think I'm
here.
too
So actually, I want to ask a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Does any of you trust video game journalism?
I don't trust journalism in general. So
Yeah,
this should be
that's kind of me too. I'm not black pilled. I just know
yeah.
that
I
there-
just trust my own judgment on these things. 'cause I
some
can make it
judgment
myself.
I approve of. It depends on how much I trust them and how do they own up to their mistakes. There's some. I mean, journalism requires integrity. It in order for me and to be objective. Like you can't just throw your opinions out there. Unless it's like an opinion piece, then it's kind of different. But what do you think, Froggo, while you eat your sushi?
My
Oh,
sushi's done.
he's eating his sushi. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I finished my sushi not too long ago.
You didn't.
Then
you
why
didn't
is it
deep
taking
fry
so long to answer, huh?
No, I didn't deep fry it. Why did you think I
Deep
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 fried
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 fire.
sushi. Why would you do that? It's supposed to be raw.
Well, it'll still be raw on the inside if you.
What would
fry
it
quickly
even
enough.
what would it even feel like if you deep fried raw fish? That would fucking kill you.
It would? Oh crap.
Too rich?
So
Too rich.
too rich. But anyways, what do you think of video game journalism?
I don't like it.
I don't like it much either. I'm gonna be honest with that. Yeah. Do you think that there is a website out there that gets video game criticism correctly? Because I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either.
It's usually I think YouTubers. I think people go to, or video game, and analysis.
Actually, I know a game journalist website that is fucking fantastic. IGN.
Oh my gosh, she's
Seven all days, baby.
I forgot them too. It's kind of funny because there's someone did the math and they said it's generally a 7.2 on the scale of of what IGN gives everything. And if you know about Alonzo Pierce, it's well, that's because they're AAA games and they're more complex. Therefore, they're better. It's yeah, sure. That's how that works. Oh man, I need water like crazy. I'm gonna drown. Hang on.
Yeah.
Well, drowning.
Yeah.
Anywho. Dunkey made a video about video game criticism. I don't know much about Dunkey really. To be honest. I'm not a watcher of his channel or anything, but he is popular enough that I think a lot of people would take his opinion, no matter how snarky it is.
Yeah, just
mhm.
just be careful. We don't want to dwell on any points for too long. Otherwise, he'll make a reaction video where he's sleeping to us, and all of his fans will go, "Ha! Those people he reacted to are so stupid."
Yeah, well, that's what we call cult followers, and
And
they're just NPCs that like, ha, I'm a fan of his, therefore I always agree with him.
Therefore,
and what I'd like to say to all these NPC troglodytes is, you can kindly eat crow.
Yummy.
Psst.
Anywho, so yeah, we are covering one of his videos about video game criticism and all that stuff. That's why we're here. You know,
I wonder what the topic is going to be by the thumbnail.
I just said that. Oh, you're talking about my thumbnail? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about this thumbnail.
The Dunkey.
This is the first thing of what he's of what he's got for us. So, you know.
This is an old video
yeah.
by new standards.
I don't know when this was made. I don't care how old it is. You know what I mean?
Okay, since his rant zone is a donkey, is it alright to call him a jackass?
I don't mind. But like,
no.
But here's the thing:
you gotta get the donkey comedy down, man. You can't just call him a jackass. You gotta call him spaghetti meatballs, and then everybody will fucking laugh their asses off.
So hold on. To be fair, he hasn't made a terrible point yet.
He hasn't made a single point yet, and we're already shitting on him.
Yeah. Just be careful about that. Yeah.
We started the video.
Yes, we will start the video soon. Oh my gosh, I'm peeking. No, don't peek. No. Sorry, I'm looking at my sound settings, and it's like, you're peeking. It's like, no, don't do that.
No peeking.
Okay, I think we're ready to it. So this is the first screen that we're into. USA Today. I don't trust them with he's talking about, I think these are supposed to be jokes, the non-gamer ones. Because they're not game critics. Unless they review like chess or something. Like I don't know. PC Gamer used to be interesting. The Electronic Playground. I've never even heard of some of these. I know Destructoid or whatever.
Wait, did you start the video?
No, I didn't. I'm just
Okay,
I am looking at this screenshot of all these things. Kotaku, bastion of truth. I bet they're coping and seething right now. I don't think they exist anymore. Anywho, I will start the video.
Okay.
Game critics fucking suck, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh boy, we got a lot of these.
Hold on. Let me.
Game critics fucking suck, right, guys?
Yeah, IGN is officially a joke. Well, they are.
Yeah.
Oh wow. How could I dislike this twice?
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Are we supposed to read those? Are these all?
Fucking hell, man.
So what I'm getting from this is that like video game criticism is just, or journalism is just a bunch of people saying or giving interviews, talk about the same thing, and like and how much, and then the meta commentary from the comments is that they all suck. So that's what I'm getting from it. It's supposed to be a comedic bit. So okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder if we're working under like 10 levels of satire, so we don't have to take it seriously, but take me seriously. I don't know yet.
See, YouTube Comments agrees with me, and we already know that YouTube Comments is the premier location for intellectual gaming critiques.
It is kind of funny he says that, but he looks at him anyway.
If League of Legends suck dick, then you're gay. What the fuck? This is obviously someone we should be taking seriously.
I just also, his name is Slowbro. I love it. That's a good name. But like but yeah, it's kind of funny. He says like we shouldn't be listening to YouTube comments, but he's looking at YouTube comments. Awesome.
harboring only the most cutting-edge scholars, such as middle schooler Connor. But what separates this guy?
What
The
the heck?
Unity engine.
He did this a lot in the Last of Us 2 thing, when he picked up comments that were very interesting about proving his point or not proving his point.
Wait, hold on.
Hmm.
Can we actually read that comment by Jason Orozco?
Sure, why not?
The Unity engine being used shouldn't be disconcerting. Disconcerting isn't a real word, by the way, to anybody. Engines don't dictate how games feel. Why is this a bad comment? Because I know exactly what this guy is talking about.
Disconcerting?
In
Yeah,
video
Okay.
in video game
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, disconcerting.
Oh yeah, Dunkey's donkey gone him because he doesn't know what the word
Oh
disconcerting means.
yeah.
Wow. Even I'm not that pedantic.
Okay, he got the fucking thing wrong on disconcerting not being a real word, but he still gets this right. It shouldn't be disconcerting. Engines don't dictate how games feel.
That's true,
Because
though. Like,
because let me explain. Dunkey made a review on Ukulele, and he said one of his concerns about the game sucking was because it was by the Unity engine.
okay, the reason why the Unity engine was under fire sort of recently is because what did they take? Oh, dang it, I forgot. But yeah, it's like it was under fire recently because of the something happened with the devs or something. I can't remember. Ah, shoot, it was there. Oh well. But yeah, great commentary. Thank you. I love it.
Here's
Unity took my background.
Here's the thing: if Dunkey were reacting to us right now and made a video responding to us, you know what would he do? He'd take the clip where we were saying no, this concerning isn't a real word, and then we just noticed the definition that he put down that it is a real word, and then he would not put in any
Well,
more context of what we said and say, "See, this
he
is why you shouldn't listen to these people."
disconcerting is a real word, but disconcerting is not. Okay, that's fine. Like, you can make that point. I don't, or whatever. He missed the T there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should speak clear. I don't know. Like, but like, if anybody, engines don't dictate how a game feels. Okay, how is that untrue? Like, his point is, like, it doesn't matter what the game engine is. It doesn't.
And
Like, Unity is a part of almost every single Steam game. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like, it could be anything.
Yeah. Hollow
Yeah, and
Knight was made in Unity. So
and
yeah, it's still a pretty good engine.
Hollow Knight is
And-
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you also have the fact that he says, "What separates this guy from an IGN critic?" And all I have to say is, well, Jason wasn't really wrong about his point.
Well, that's kind of funny. Like, he did this during the Last of Us 2 thing, where it's like he would make a point and said, like, see, you shouldn't be listening to this guy. No, he said, like, he says we should listen to this guy as he points out how stupid the comment is. I'm like, are you cherry picking? I think he's cherry picking, but I don't know. Maybe I'm giving him too much slack or credit. You know, I don't know.
Uh,
But hey,
Yeah.
let's give him the benefit of the doubt for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, sure. I'm still in the good faith train. Like, yay, let's go on these tracks.
What separates this guy from this guy? Well, this guy gets paid to say stupid shit. The first issue
oh, okay.
I mean, that joke
Well-
is true, I guess. He gets paid to say some stupid stuff. But the thing
that
is,
is
though,
true, but Jason still
Mhm.
wasn't wrong about his Unity point, so fuck off.
it also, like, it's true he gets paid more, but it wouldn't look like that. Like, it'd actually be bullet points and in gameplay, and like he has a bigger voice than Jason. And by the way, he's commenting about you, not about game criticism. That's two different things. That's a reviewer. This guy is just making a point. He is debating you.
I have with gaming outlets is how their opinions are so decentralized. When you have multiple writers working on a website, you can lose track of who's actually talking.
Breathe easy, Sonic fan.
What?
You can lose track.
Decentralized
Hold on.
opinions?
What?
Hold on.
You mean
He is giving his point. Let's hear his point.
What? What?
you mean
Hold
like
on,
a free
hold on.
marketplace of ideas?
Let's
No.
let's let him finish the point with the clips he's showing.
Hold on. I just want to see like So when you have a bunch of people, and like well, some people shouldn't be playing games. Even if you're a games journalist, there's some games it's like, yeah, you're either not a fan or you're just not feeling it on that game. Should you really be reviewing it? And it has nothing to do with the game itself. It's just that, it's like, should someone else take over? Or should you just continue to not mess up, the review? Or maybe you shouldn't review each game. Like, you can skip some games, guys. And, like, I don't know. It just feels interesting. Like, do wires get crossed at like an IGN, maybe? Like, because
Working
that's...
on a website, you can...
Yeah, it's like, well, they probably have a central office to locate a lot of things when it comes to journalism, and they're treating it like that. It's just that games journalism is more... It's probably a lot harder to do than probably, like, any sort of, like, even, like, regular journalism, because there's a lot more factors at play. Than just like, what if the performance of the game works more for another person than not for another person? What if they played on different difficulty? What if they had like different builds? What if they play the game differently? What about their skill level? So it's like, that's another factor. Like, so it's, yeah, it would be a lot tougher in that case to have wires crossed. Like when it comes to information. Hang on, I wanna let's do it one more time.
This guy gets paid to say stupid shit. The first issue I have with gaming outlets is how their opinions are so decentralized. When you have multiple writers working on a website, you can lose track of who's actually talking.
Breathe easy, Sonic fans. Sega got this one right.
Sonic the Hedgehog 4, I think was pretty mediocre.
Sonic is good again?
Sonic was never good.
Sonic was never good. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not the biggest Sonic fanatic, okay? But Sonic was never good. I wouldn't go that far. Like,
We got a Mario fan.
well,
in
it's not
here.
even about no. It's not about being a Mario fan. It's not about being any fan. It's about like just being objective. Like, I don't know if I'm trying to score controversy. I don't know how much time has been between that clip and the other clip. Like, I don't know. Like, I think one was written by a Sonic fan, and the other one was just having his opinion was not doing journalism. It was just that they were giving their opinions, but the problem is they both are sponsored by the same company. So yeah, that is contradictive.
That's the thing. with most
That's the point of the
YouTube
clip.
Response
I,
content is a lot of the context goes missing because they have like a limited amount of time they can
No,
put on their Sony Vegas file before it just becomes too big and blows up the computer.
well,
But I digress.
but well, actually, I disagree. Even if it's a joke, I'm sorry, but like, you have plenty of time. It's a video. If you need extra time, you can do it. It's not hard. You've made longer videos. Like, you could have put a little bit extra to put some context in there. But
Yeah, we're not.
But
Yeah, we're not asking him to make an hour-long video essay, but
Nope.
a bit more context. Goes
It's-
a long way.
yeah, sure, absolutely. That's some good stuff. But the whole point is that it's supposed to be a joke about like they're contradicting themselves.
Let's see here. I want to hold on.
That's my
what was
good
his
face
name?
one.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Matthew.
What's going on? What's with the pausing? What's going on?
Okay, so I'm just trying to look at Matthew Matos's videos, see how long he.
They're usually 40 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
Some of his deeper ones are like 2 hours. His longest one is like
yeah, like
6 hours.
not every, like, I'll give this to Angry Joe. his videos are getting like 40 minutes, and they're quite
Detailed.
thorough. Yeah, thorough. I can't say words.
Well, here's a video I was looking for.
He's a
Matthew
pharaoh.
Matosis-
He's gonna
Matthew
he's gonna use shadow games.
Matthew Matosis's Bioshock Infinite critique is only like 36 minutes, and he gets a lot down in only
Yeah,
36
like
minutes.
his Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, like comparisons. Like it's really good about like getting down the details and getting down to like the objective facts. Like that's like being a good critic also means like the objective part about it is also being a good journalist. That's a part of it. Like especially when it comes to video games. Journalism is not just getting interviews and you know, getting the coverage that you need, you know, or going out to the right places, because journalists aren't paid up front for coverage. They're being paid. The coverage is how they're being paid. Like they get front row seats, everything. They get their egos massaged, you know, and like and
Well,
stuff like that.
well, some journalists are salaried, but I get what you're saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, like they're salaried by IGN, but if they want the interviews, they want the coverage, then they need to.
Yeah.
Then the company is like, hey, just don't be. You can be truthful, but don't be negative. It's like, and here's the thing,
Yeah.
like, and they say that by giving them comforts, you know, when they come into the studio and everything. It's like, here's this free thing, here's some swag, so it's like, here's another giveaway box. Like, we're gonna put you up at a hotel. It's like, wow, it's great. You know, it's. But anywho,
Yeah.
Numerous fun titles.
Sonic was never good.
The levels are great.
he said that twice. I'm sorry, but Sonic was good. Sonic was good.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Super true.
Super detailed backgrounds and excellent animation.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Fantastic level design.
Sonic is awesome, right? Yeah.
Just this year alone.
Wait, what? Were they joking?
Oh,
Wait.
Okay, I feel like they were just joking. I feel like...
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh,
saying
wow.
it. Like, so
Hold on.
Did he actually like it, or did he actually hate it?
Look at this.
Hold on. Rewind a bit.
Okay. You can do that yourself, you know.
Oh, I can.
Yes.
Okay, so game scoop. Let's see.
Oh, that's not IGN at all. Wait, you can't say that. Well, they're two
Hold on,
different sites.
Is it by the same? Is it by the same people?
Could someone look that up, please?
I'll
Then
be
that's
right back.
dishonest.
Game
I
scoop.
gotta check something.
Game scoop Sonic. All right, let's see.
Is that IGN?
All right, so. All right, memecrow will look to see if Game Scoop is the same as IGN.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at what they actually said.
Okay. I can't do that because I am one laptop man. I don't have the means to look it up right now. So I'm gonna catch a drink while you guys do that. Yummy. I have my team of writers who do it for me. It's excellent. I might actually look. Oh, plus I have chat up as well. I should probably get other things. Hold on, let me see. I just want to know if they're part of the same company. Really? Oh. Let's see. Is Game Scoop a part of IGN? Hold on. We're investigative journalism. Yes, Game Scoop is a video game talk show podcast as a part of IGN. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. Well, yes, they are. So, but they were clearly joking. All right. Are you guys there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Just you know, I'll deafen for a bit. You guys can talk. Oh, memecrow's muted. God damn it.
Well, the thing is, though, I did look it up. They are a part of IGN, so it doesn't matter really that they're
Okay.
that they're. I still think they're just joking around
Well,
because we have
I'll
to
be
take
right
them
back.
as is. Okay, we have to take it as is.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get the context.
All right, all right. It's kind of funny that do you wanna? We can put that on screen afterwards. If you want. Okay. Let's look at the screen. Game Scoop. Look at that Sonic, and they're wearing all that stuff. Not even a minute in, and we're already like lag being behind all this other stuff. Look at those red shoes. They're quite That guy on the far right looks like he came out of a time machine.
Holy shit, Dunkey, you goddamn liar.
Really?
You fucking liar, Dunkey. I just saw the clip where he says Sonic is awesome. The context of that clip is him saying, when you're a kid, you think Sonic is awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what he said. He did not just say Sonic is awesome and the other guy said, yeah. He said, when you're a kid, you think Sonic is awesome.
Okay, so what does that mean?
That means Dunkey's being a dishonest prick. He didn't even take them at their full context.
So what they're saying is that IGN is saying Sonic is that review says Sonic is a good game. 8 out of 6. Hold on. 8 out of 6 or whatever.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Super true.
Super detailed backgrounds and excellent animations.
There are no good Sonic the Hedgehog games.
Fantastic.
8.5. Great. Okay.
Okay.
Level design.
So when they said like
here it is. Here's the clip.
Sonic is awesome, right? Yeah.
Just this year alone.
Yeah,
IGN
that
has-
he fucking took them without context because he said when you're a kid you think Sonic is awesome. You fucking asshole.
So why is he a? So why is okay? We need to get this straight. Why is he an a-hole?
I mean, yeah, are those guys correct on their statement? No, there are good Sonic games, but fucking hell, if I was responding to these guys, I would not fucking use that clip and try to make them seem even dumber than possible, because that's just being dishonest. He's being dishonest.
What I think is that like one reason why he took that out is because like he wouldn't again, but I still think the point is there where they're being completely like an IGN show is going against what an IGN reviewer said. It's like, so why would you put that out there? Like, that's dumb.
Featured over 37 different reviewers.
Yeah, so 37 reviews in 2017, 22 reviews in 2017, 10 reviews. Well, Kotaku doesn't do video game journalism. They're activists. So 22 plus reviews in 2017. Yeah, that's disappointing. And then 37. That's weird to me because that's all they're known for. And in like interviews of like IGN. So I thought there'd be more because 37 games. I think they're talking about just like AAA and AA games that get attention. I think that's why they only have 37.
When you see a video from Pro Jared or Total Biscuit or Angry Joe, you know exactly whose point of view it's coming from.
Oh no!
Oh no, not Jim Starling.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Oh, I used to be an avid watcher of some of these people, and it's like, even like, and it's like, I wonder why I don't trust them anymore. It's because like they got into activism, or you saw them on Twitter, and that did it for you.
Well, Angry Joe still makes some good reviews.
Oh, absolutely! I saw his Madden review. Oh no, I don't want that on screen.
Yeah,
go away.
Yeah, and Total Biscuit is
Total Biscuit is no longer with us.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was a true He was a true advocate for video game journalism. He had integrity, and he had a bunch of bad things said about him, and and Boogie, but like, he threw me under the bus once. Yeah, thanks for the good stuff. Goodness gracious. Also, like, I like that suit of the 40K. That's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Total Biscuit, or Angry Joe, you know exactly whose point of view it's coming from. Now pick a review from IGN, you have just entered the fucking lottery. It's important to build an understanding between the critic and the viewer.
Well, it's kind of funny he threw up IVGN. What the heck did I just say?
AVGN, dude.
What the heck did I just say? I was thinking of IGN. I
You
don't know why.
cannot spell shit, man.
It's fine. But like, AVGN is a character. He's not really he is a reviewer, but he's more of a character than a reviewer. You know he's going to do the same sort of skit of cuss words and being angry. Like, you don't, in fact, he's been known to date saying like overblowing the bad parts of games in his past videos. So I don't know. It just feels like, but still, I think he's just using this for roll footage. Excuse me. I drink the water because I need it.
Every review you do should feel like an extension of the last until your audience understands what kind of games you respond to. It's also important to acknowledge your shortcomings as
your shortcomings? Yeah, but that doesn't tell me anything. That you're an idiot.
Oh no, you're not an idiot. You're just dishonest.
I still don't. You're going to explain that again to me about him being dishonest, because I'm not getting it. I guess.
How are you not
I
getting it?
just don't get it. I'm sorry.
I've already explained to you why I think he's a lying prick.
Wow, strong words. But
because he's not even taking people at their full context.
Yeah, that is bad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like, why not just? But putting that part out, I don't know if he's being dishonest or if he's trying to tell a joke. But guess what? We're joking, so you can't. It means you can't criticize us either because we're joking. This is a comedy show. Okay.
as a reviewer.
There's a lot he criticizes me for.
Is that I have no fucking patience at all. Pretty much throw any RPG at me, I'm just gonna say, nah, that's boring. But you know what's dumber than RPGs? Anime. Unless we're talking this guy, you need to get this bullshit out of my face. But you know what I hate much more than anime? Turn-based combat.
Oh boy, you're just full of... I mean, to be honest though, if he's talking about he doesn't like turn-based combat, that's fine. Like, this is about liking and disliking stuff. Okay. It's just your feelings. That's fine.
No, he is not Donkey Kong Dragon Quest.
This isn't Dragon Quest. This is This is Final Fantasy 2 for the USA. Because that's Kane and Cecil.
Okay.
Real, I despise this shit.
But still, Dragon Quest is in there. Yeah, Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy are the two, like, turn-based games that made it mainstream.
Anyways, by the way, yeah.
A what?
No, go ahead and play it. He's saying that these are the two games that well, these are some of the games that he deems to do this sort of thing and do it correctly.
There's like 2 games that figured out how to make it fun, but those don't count.
Yes, they do. They count. They're turn-based combat. They're JRPGs. It's just that it's a different flavor of it. Like, Super Mario RPG is turn-based combat, but it makes it fun. Like, it does a lot of things that... Like, Dragon Quest XI, you know when you're running the monsters? That's what Super Mario RPG does. It's like, they did things... Like, but and it even has proper platforming in that game. Like, so it's like, it does a lot of things that future games, like, don't even realize they're, like, that take inspiration from Super Mario RPG. like timed hits during combat. That's such a cool thing to keep you engaged in the battle. Like you're actively like participating in it instead of seeing an animation. It's a really neat system.
Turn-based combat is fucking boring, tedious, and draining. It is the opposite of fun. So
It is the opposite of fun. Okay, that sounds like a statement, though. That doesn't sound like much of an opinion. I mean, that's fine though if you think that way, but it's kind of funny. It depends on the turn-based system because I can grind for hours on a Dragon Quest game, and it's fine with me because grinding can be fun. But I was playing Pokemon the original Blue on the Game Boy. Grinding is not fun. It is not fun in that game. It's slow and monotonous. Even Final Fantasy IX, one of my favorites, grinding it kind of gets tedious. But I don't have a problem with it in Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah, though that feels a lot more subjective to say that I don't have.
Oh,
this
absolutely.
problem with
Oh, absolutely. I'm just saying it's like, yeah, well, I guess that's just you then.
Yeah.
when I say Persona 5, a turn-based anime RPG, is actually pretty fun, you should go, damn. Okay, maybe that game is alright. Probably one of the dumbest.
Yeah, that's sort of a thing where it's like, if someone who says he hates anime, by the way, go check out Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like, oh, really? Then it must be pretty good. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
After he said blank was bad, yeah.
Most frequent comments I see is, yeah, I stopped listening to this guy after he said Bubsy 3D sucked. Listen, Falco, you don't have to see eye to eye on every single game to put your trust in someone, obviously. A critic's power lies in the consistency of their voice, but when you're consistently wrong...
This is one of the least exciting platformers I've played in some time.
This is a Call of Duty game, refreshingly original.
Call of Duty called...
Oh yeah, they gave every Call of Duty like a good score.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Call of Duty.
That is when you become Armand White.
The Legend of Armand White.
Oh man, I love that score. That's the Final Fantasy VI score. That's the overworld. It's also Terra's theme. But yeah.
This dude is the ultimate contrarian. Both of his parents were white. His name is...
I think that I remember this clip from this video.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
That's
Almond
meant to be a
white.
joke. Yeah.
just like almond milk.
Yeah.
Armand White. So he said, nah, fuck you, I'm black. According to Armand White, everything that is good...
Everything is okay. Pulp Fiction, La La Land, Mad Max, Moneyball, Toy Story 3. I'd say some of those are overrated, but they're still good.
Yeah, you know, I should probably watch La La Land someday. Isn't that right, memecrow? I should watch La La Land someday. Wouldn't that be nice?
Brago, is it time for that?
Hey, stop! Don't poke the beast. And by the way, The Dark Knight, I think Iron Man is better than Dark Knight, but that's just me.
Oh,
yeah, there you go. There's your freaking hot take.
Bruce Wayne would outsmart. You know,
I don't care if he outsmarts him. It's just a more consistent movie.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought you talking about in terms of if they went head to head.
No.
Iron Man will kick Batman's ass.
In terms of the hero, I like Iron Man better. In terms of the villains, I like Dark Knight better.
Yeah, it's just that it's kind of funny. I say it's consistent, but like I think it's the tone, or not the it's not the tone I'm talking about. It's more like the how it's the writing of everyone of like how the characters give off their dialogue that really kind of gets me. It's like everyone has a speech prepared. It's like, yeah, where Iron Man, the writing is a lot more natural when it comes to people's responses and like their mannerisms. It doesn't feel like I feel like someone plopped this out of the real world a little bit more, you know?
Can I just say that That's supposed to be social network on the
Yes,
bottom left
yes,
corner.
of course.
You
Yeah.
could have picked a poster that actually said the name of it, because if there's somebody who doesn't know anything about social network, they're not going to understand what that. They're going to think the name of the movie is actually you don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies.
I think the whole point of this screenshot is that he's a big contrarian, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
it's a nitpick. It's a nitpick, but I feel like you should have gotten a better poster so that people could actually read it.
Mm-hmm.
Good is bad, and everything that is bad is good.
Let's see what we got here. Man of Steel. Oh, he's a Man of Steel. You know what, Dunkey? That's a great choice right there. Man of Steel is a bad movie. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Boss Baby. Oh.
Boss. I'd rather watch Boss Baby than all the other ones on here. I really would. I've seen Grown Ups. Grown Ups isn't that bad.
What are you guys on? Because I'm not seeing the thing you guys are looking at.
Okay, hold on. We're on the good movies.
Wait, they did a live action Jack and
Good
Jill
is
movie?
bad, and everything.
No, that's Jack and Jill. You see, they're twins.
Oh my god!
Oh, I thought it was like based on the folktale.
No,
Jesus
it's not.
Christ!
What?
Oh, that's why it sucked. It misled people.
This guy thinks these movies are good. Yeah, that guy.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
3D.
He thinks Resident Evil Afterlife is good. Jesus Christ!
Oh, Afterlife is you know what? I'd rather watch that than some of these. I don't know. It's kind of funny. These are recognized as bad movies, and I'm like, some of these are tolerable. But I'm like, man, probably the worst one on there is probably Man of Steel. Like, hot take.
I'm a man.
Keep having the hot takes, me. I will, me. Thanks, me.
That is bad is good. Does this make him useless as a critic? Not at all. When Armand White tells you that Man of Steel is the godfather of superhero films.
Did he actually say that? I need to look that
That's
up.
a quote. Actual human though? Wait, okay.
Here's the thing. I don't trust Dunkey sometimes. So I'm just gonna make sure.
Armand White. Okay.
Armand White.
We'll do it live.
We'll do live. I thought his name was Almond Milk.
But like, no, I'm talking about the what was it? Bill O'Reilly or whatever. Who was that guy who said do it live?
Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly? Okay.
Back before he was famous.
Yeah.
People were just cutting into his satellite feed.
Hey, we'll do it live. Fuck it.
They had satellite back then.
I'm just quoting that, by the way. I don't know.
Do it live.
And like, that's what we're doing here. This is why it takes like 2 hours to do an 8-minute video.
Oh jeez. I hope I didn't leave the stove on.
I probably should have prepared a little bit, but whatever. This is what it is.
But hey,
fact checking real life.
I'm here to back you up on this. You got this. Birds of a feather flock together, homie.
We're not even the same.
Okay. Okay, so apparently
species.
I'm sorry.
Apparently he did say that. So all right.
Oh yeah, but I've seen this quote from somewhere. It's just the actual human, which made me doubt. So, but yeah, Zack Snyder's artistry. Okay, here's the thing. Zack Snyder, when it comes to his superhero films, they are creatively shot and they look like paintings and whatever. Sure, but I'm like, but man, that writing is terrible. It's worse than Michael Bay's writing. In fact, it might be way worse now. So, take that for what you will. Spittin' truth.
Film games and calls it his movie of the year, then you as a viewer understand. Okay, so this is the worst movie yet created. Some films transcend even Armand White though, and then you have a movie like Suicide Squad that is just such a piece of fucking shit. Even this guy who likes fucking video game movies, when even he doesn't like it, that's when you have fucked up.
I don't quite get what he was saying. That's a little.
Well, he was saying sometimes he can be right, and then and then if he says that Suicide Squad is like a really
bad?
shit movie,
Yeah.
then you should wait. But
that might be an endorsement of the movie.
Well,
like,
I think the point is that.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah, because his logic.
Remember
his
those
logic
bad
was,
movies? He said that were bad movies that were really good. What if that caused it to have more ticket sales?
What are you talking about?
Well, remember back he said like all the bad movies. The guy said all the bad movies. You mean like The Dark Knight? And it's like, so if he says Suicide Squad is a bad film, does that make it good? So
It's like, how would you know? You just told me not to trust anything he says and think of the opposite.
Correct.
But then you say, no, sometimes he could be right. It's like, you need to be more specific about this, man.
What he should have said is like even a broken clock can be right 2 times a day. You know. So it's like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fair.
At least he stands out. So many of these reviews read exactly the same. Makes you feel eerily like Batman, the player, really feel like
what?
Batman. Could that look?
Oh, hold on. It could feel more Batman, but you'd like to watch it yourself, explains for director. Okay. That context-sensitive animation so slick. Could almost mistake it for FMV or cursory glance. Or unaffected, you shamelessly pounding, parrying, dodging, and leg breaking their way through certain amazing mob. It could not look or feel more Batman. Okay. Is that bad?
Well, I get his whole point is that multiple critics are saying it, so it's feeling tiresome. Is probably was his point.
Okay.
Well, yeah. They probably all go to the same office together. They probably share notes.
Well, yeah. I mean, they probably get the same access and they talk to the same people, so they get the same information.
I mean,
that's true.
if you're on a tight schedule, I wouldn't be surprised if you did like the corporate equivalent of stealing someone else's homework. And just like slightly changing it up a bit so it looks so you can pass it off as your own. I could see that happening.
I don't think they steal anything necessarily. I just think it's all a coincidence. Because
coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not.
Well, it's definitely somewhat of a pattern because I think that they totally have like they see the same people and they're in the same group circle. So they probably talk to each other and then they take notes off each other, but they don't steal. They're kind of like a think tank, you know?
Well, it's hard to say if it's stealing or not when they all agree on it beforehand, but I digress.
Well, I'd rather have somebody like actually going out there and actually doing the interviews and trying to get their footage or whatever than just going, it's bad because of this reason. Automatically.
You know what would make a better gaming journalist?
Like
actual game testers.
Kotaku or something. It's like, yeah. It's like
Kotaku, no.
Yeah, exactly. It's like there's a step down to IGN. Like
okay, point taken.
That's what I mean. So
hey, it's Vic. Vicky.
Hey.
Vic wants to join.
Vic, which Vic?
The Filipino guy.
Yeah, Filipino.
Okay, sorry. Hang on, I will.
Filipino Pepe.
He should know.
Okay, now you're taking that too far, memecrow.
Oh, sorry.
El Waffle Dome. So hold on, I will get him in with my intermission.
Okay. The power of intermission.
Hello.
Hi, Vic.
I need to give you a special thing, so I will be right back.
Oh, Jesus.
Calm down, sir. Bring down your volume.
You okay, Vic?
Back in 5.
Yeah, we're doing intermission, and I'm gonna send you a invite, Mr.
Oh.
Vic. Is he doing good? We can't hear you.
Vic left.
Oh, we did. All right.
I assume he's trying to fix some audio issues.
Okay. I will let you know. I will continue then. If he comes back, let me know. Man, what an interesting show this is about how dull, like, we are coming across this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Anywho, back to the thing.
Or feel more Batman. Made us feel like we were feel like Batman. IGN, what did you think?
Arkham Asylum makes you feel like you're Batman.
My reviews certainly aren't.
Well, to be fair, like, that was kind of the first of its kind. So it's like, oh my gosh, I actually feel like Batman.
Oh, I just came back. Where did Vic go?
Oh, he decided he had to, I don't know. We'll find out soon.
He's probably
Internet
fixing,
trouble.
He's probably fixing some audio issues. I don't know.
Right.
Video game donkey.
Dunkey.
But at least I'm trying out here. Even after I put my stuff up, I'm still in the comments taking the discussion even further.
Wow.
Well, look at hey dumb
people in the comments.
I think 3D Land is worse than 3D World. Looking, oh wow, so they insult him, he insults them back. We're taking it further, fellas.
Yeah.
Remember
the old saying about
look at this, like listen to my authority as I tell you everyone knows 3D Land is a better game. You shit brain. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I guess everybody knows. That's the way I conversate with people.
Okay, Cartman. You will respect my authority.
It pretty much. He's going for like the popularity argument. It's like everyone knows. It's like everyone knows this. Really?
Everyone knows this. That's why I have so many subscribers and you have nothing. Everyone agrees with me. That means I'm right.
The levels are way more vertical. There's a lot less empty space. A lot more fun mechanics. Sure.
Okay. Or I can read this out in
I don't know. This is weird to me.
Like, hold on. If I were to respond to it, let's say I'm a guy who hates 3D World. All right. Let's say I'm a guy who hates that game, and I use Dunkey's exact same argumentation. Listen, you fucking dickhead. This game does not have any. What did he say?
It's on the screen. Are you not seeing it?
It's not on my screen now.
Okay, hold on.
I can read. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so the levels are not vertical, and there's lots of empty space. It doesn't utilize lots of fun mechanics. Like this just feels like this just feels like if you agree with me, you agree with me type of argument.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see necessarily anything wrong with that when it comes to comments.
Vic is back.
Oh, okay. I kind of knew he would be, so it's like
if you like the game, then you agree with me, and that's it.
Correct. Yeah. Like, but there's not necessarily anything ultra wrong with that. But anyways, I'm gonna invite him in. Hang on.
Let me in.
I know. Hold on. Hello.
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 You're here in my comments.
Hola.
You there?
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
Oh,
hello.
He's a little quiet, but
yeah. Turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna send you a link.
Okie dokie.
It's a watch together link. It should be good. I will watch for your icon in great interest. Whoops, sorry. I need to go back. There it is.
I will take care of this man's icon. Ah, shit, I fucked it up.
But anyways,
This is a Dunkey video.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
My joy.
Aren't you excited, man?
Yeah, it's super excited.
I'm hilariously excited.
Okay, so look what's on. So here's the thing: like, if he's trying to defend people defend the product in the comments, I don't mind him using vague things. But the problem is that he definitely uses a popularity argument and a sort of like, well, it's this way, therefore it's better. But to me, if you're going to argue in comments, this is usual argument in comment type stuff. So I'm not going to be too down on it. So it's just the way it is.
Also, I'm just gonna say just some dumb trios. I feel like he's just rage baiting. This doesn't feel like a comment that.
Oh, this is a cherry pick comment. Absolutely. He definitely got this and said like, here's how he says like, I even go into the comments and criticize people. I'm like, yeah, but you showed this. This is kind of wrong to me. I don't know. Sorry if I sound different. I'm
fine.
I'm trying. You don't sound different.
I am moving around. Oh, goodness.
Now, let's look at IGN's review of Super Metroid. In Metroid, you play as Metroid is a bounty hunter.
What? Oh, he's just doing a joke. Once again, you play the roles of bounty hunter, Samus Aran. Yeah.
That shoots a dinosaur in outer space with his missile 9.5. What the fuck was the point of this? I can find all this shit.
Well, hold on.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Can we go back to that actual page?
Okay, we got our first.
Oh wait, that's back of the box. Hold on, I need to go back some more.
Okay, your baby is saying
writing what you can discover on the back of the game's box.
Yes. His criticism is sorry, but like,
lol, this is embarrassing. It says
one at a time.
The one thing I will say, it's like, I do agree that like when it comes to objective writing, that like you are I'd say you will start with the things that are in the game and then you expand. Like and then you go into what it makes you feel like and all that stuff, because these are two separate things. But like, it has to start somewhere. Is this, I don't know if he's being dishonest about it though, or if it's just a joke. Like, he's making a point though of this joke though. So it's kind of interesting he would say stuff like that.
My stuff up, I'm still in the comments taking the discussion even further. Now, let's look at IGN's review of Super Metroid.
Samus Aran has successfully completed her last mission, sets out to find a new bounty hunt. She doesn't get far. Distress call expression. Yeah, that's the intro. But okay, hold on. Samus Aran, but once again, this Midnight Corridors applies it, but it feels like it's for the first time. Okay, that's already not on the box.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah,
Metroid 2 from the Game Boy.
Where you're just
the original Metroid established the setting and feel. Metroid 2 from the Game Boy elaborated on the story, but it was this game, Super Metroid, that pulled together all of the series' previously established elements, embellished them, and polished the experience of exploration, retraversal, and power-up acquisition into a true masterpiece of game design.
Okay, that's not on the box. That's a lot further than what he said.
It's like you just have the preamble where they talk about like the basic plot synopsis of the game, and then they actually go over the thing.
So this is a setup for now. You have to prove that it's a masterpiece of game design.
I will say this is a
basic writing thing for reviews. Yeah.
Yes.
I will say
I do this.
This is a bit of a word salad, this review, but it's not exactly just recounting stuff from the
box.
basic store. Yeah, the back of the box.
Like, if you think something is good, you're going to use very positive affirmations. So
each of which opens more and more area to explore, and each of which gives Samus new abilities. It's a design formula that Super Metroid perfected. So many other games have since copied, giving you fully interconnected, explorable world to experience, while letting you only access it in a bit at a time.
Yep.
So with that, it's saying, you know, you'll experience these areas, but only a little bit at a time, because it doesn't want you to give you full access to the area until you've come back. Because
that's what you call. What's it called? Like feature creep.
A Metroidvania.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Metroidvania.
Well, there are some Metroidvanias that allow you to just go anywhere you want. Like Blasphemous does that, where it's like you don't gain new abilities, you just gain the they just restrict access based on which bosses you've beaten.
Okay,
So it's like yeah.
Yeah, here's something. The majority of video games still offered heroes whose power were set in stage 1 and didn't change all the way through the ending credits. That you get to slowly build up Aaron's abilities over time here makes you feel much more engaged. And even better, you don't have to. There are 6 different regions of Zebes to discover, most of them requiring you to collect some new beam or method of mobility to access, but many of Samus' power-ups are optional. I wouldn't say power-ups, more so just upgrades, like your missile
I would use
amount.
power-ups. I would use power-ups, but that's fine. That's just a semantic thing.
This review isn't as long as I want it to be in terms of talking about Super Metroid's greatest achievements, but I don't think that
it's just back of box.
Yeah, it's obviously saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
in Metroid, you play as Metroid as a bounty hunter that shoots a dinosaur in outer space with his missile 9.5. What the fuck was the point of this? I can find all this shit on the back of the...
Okay, let's see what's on the back of the box. Take on a legion of space pirates and a new Metroid force and the forge into the convict underworld of planet Zeb. It's up to you, Sam. I know. Capture the long survival Metroid hatching before evil hands unleash its energy. An army of ominous creatures are poised for battle at every turn of Zeb's twisted, threatening passageways, including the menacing Ridley and the great lizard Kraid. Yeah, I know it's Kraid.
Knock down enemies with a killer somersault and swing on an electric beam through narrow passageways. They are no match for you and Samus, but wait, it seems the mother brain has returned. Okay, so that we've already read parts of the review that aren't on the back of the box.
Okay, so 74 megs of action in the largest Super NES game ever. Wow.
It's the toughest Metroid clash yet. 6 huge areas to explore. Samus has an arsenal of new beams, missiles, and super high-tech devices. Battery-backed memory saves your progress. So this does the parts in the review where it says that you only get to explore these areas bits at a time and only experience more of them with the many things you can find, and the fact that some of these things are optional and you can find them on your own fruition. That's not on here.
And also, it's like okay, I'm gonna hand an olive branch to Dunkey a little bit because you can glean some of those things from the back of the box, but you don't know what it truly entails in detail. The IGN one doesn't go into enough detail, which is a shame. But yes, I do agree that like the review is a more is the review a more detailed version of the back of the box?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean he's not wrong all the way, but I will say that like the IGN review is just saying like, it's good, go buy it, or like go play it, which I agree.
Also,
but
I'm gonna go ahead.
No, I was just gonna continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
The box, except there, it would probably sound exciting. The only real content in this review was the number at the end of it, which is usually restricted to a 7, 8, or a 9, all of which implied the game is good. Even something as disastrous as Mass Effect Andromeda was...
Okay, so you were talking... what?
I just found it funny with the whole like T-pose, but that's about it.
What'd you say, Vic?
Yeah.
Nothing much.
Just Mass Effect used to be good.
Oh yeah. Also, you were just talking about IGN. Now you're talking about Metacritic. Okay.
Yeah. Not simply mass defect.
We'll still get away with a 7 out of 10. I play a lot of games, and on my scale, most of this shit fucking sucks, man. Honestly. Even going back through the years, I find that only a few select games really hold up today. So when I do give a game a 3 out of 5, I'm saying, okay, this is a quality game. This is something worth your time that actually held my interest to the end credits. I feel like a lot of critics are too afraid to say something real, and I think there's a lot.
It's money. It's mostly money.
It's money and
access.
Money, privilege, access. Like, but nothing will ever exchange hands because that is illegal. But it's like, it's like, but the main one is access.
Gotta get that sweet access. Oh.
A lot of factors that influence this. Gaming outlets and even YouTubers now have relationships and contacts with these companies so they can get interviews, early copies, early game footage. This doesn't mean they're paid off, but maybe they won't criticize stuff as harshly as they should. They're part.
Well, yeah, it's really awkward when you come into a company and they give you all this stuff and it's like, and then you go home and it's like, well, they gave me all this stuff, so maybe I shouldn't be so harsh as I was going to be. It's like, yeah, that's how it works. They want that.
Part of a circle, and some of these websites are funded in large by advertising game developers, which fuels these really lame trends.
Well, it is kind of funny that, like, I was watching the Rags video about the Alana Pierce, right?
Alana Pierce,
Alana Pierce, about like and how she said like when they reviewed Star Wars Outlaws, the ad for Star Wars Outlaws took up most of the screen.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I wonder if you're going to be objective about this.
Probably not.
No.
Mainstream critics are pretty much restricted to only play the latest releases, so their standards are defined by what's been done recently. And then you have this fucking shitty rat race to be the first review on Metacritic so that your dumbass website can get more traffic, and the end result is a column of weak-ass first impressions.
Right now?
That is... so our first impressions, it would be better... received if first impressions were called first impressions. I don't think it'd be as bad, because Total Biscuit did that, where he said, "This is my first impressions." It's like, what the hell is Dead Island or whatever, like, and stuff like that. Like, these are first impression like things, and then he might review it later if it catches his interest. Like, that's, by the way, we have demos and what's the other thing? And trailers to sort of judge things before they come out. Like, that's what they're there for. So that's for the consumer, though. For the buyer, I mean, not for the buyer, but for the game critic, though, it's going to be like, that's a whole different thing. Like they get betas first and stuff like that, or they get keys.
Yeah, it's kind of how they have like their early, like their review copies and whatnot, and they have their like reviews pre-made, before when an embargo drops and whatnot.
Then they get the review out because like whoever gets the first review out gets clicks, and I'm like, is that really good? I wonder how much traffic they get off that, because I've never really cared about which review came out first.
I think they probably do. They probably get a decent amount of traffic. Like, it's probably not as big as we maybe make it out to be, but it's probably a decent enough amount that that it's worth like doing for like other game devs.
It's it's enough where they had to change their behavior. So yeah.
Now the music comes out like this. Right. People are writing a review in a day. First of all, you can't listen to an album and rate it in a day. It's just impossible.
The best reviews.
I don't think it's impossible. It depends if you're.
I disagree with that sentiment. Especially with the fact that albums aren't all that long. Like the longest album I've heard is like less than 2 hours.
Well, let's see.
What if they have a good ear for it?
Well, here's the thing.
I
think what he's trying to say in that moment is that you cannot listen to an album in like a day or 2 hours and then say everything you need to say about those pieces of music. Like, it's kind of the idea of like, when you read a book, you don't want to rush through the book as fast as possible. You want to take it in and understand the writing of it all. I
understand, but music is a little different because of kind of how the brevity of it. It's like I can go through like Eminem's newest album and tell you that it's pretty damn good. The lyricism is on point. I like a lot of his disses. I like the music they uses. I like the flow he uses. I like the fact that he's often paying homage to his own old music.
Right, but
Yeah.
for example, if you sorry,
That's fine, go ahead.
if you listen to music like Woodkid, and for example, I would listen to some of their new songs, and after listening to them, I'm like, that was a good song. But then when I listen to it again and actually go through the lyrics, I'm like, oh, this is actually deeper than I thought it was.
Or maybe it's worse.
That was for me when I was part of the production of Jesus Christ Superstar. Initially, the songs just sound really great. And then I go into the lyrics and I'm like, oh, these are some really good like lyrics and very meaningful like themes across the story.
Well, the other thing is like if you're familiar with someone's music enough throughout the years, you can kind of get it a quicker tone of. I mean, you could probably do it quicker than other types of music you're not used to. So, like, how are you familiar with that genre? So it's like if you have to know what you're looking for if you're going to review music.
Right. Oh, and Falco, I don't mean
or
to
what you're hearing, I should say.
Be abrupt here, but I
Sure.
have to head out. So, but
Okay,
it was nice
fine.
popping in. So,
Yeah, sure.
See you later, bro.
Yeah, thanks for coming by for a little bit.
Bye, memecrow.
All right.
Just the three of us.
Why is it a rhino? Like,
well, let's
painting a horn?
listen to his point.
Also, I love the are these is that a fruit basket? Oh, I get it. The horn's always in the way because it's between his two eyes. Okay,
exactly.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Because hindsight's 2020.
That looks like something that's like drawn in for like some of the magazines, like Reader's Digest or something like that.
Well, I think it's because like hindsight is 2020. That's what I think it is. But anyways,
it's just impossible.
The best reviews are entirely subjective, but that doesn't.
Oh, the best reviews are highly subjective.
Disagree. I don't know what that had to do with the fucking picture he showed of the rhino painting his horn in the painting all the time.
It's subjective.
I think from what I understand, since it's it's the with the perspective like the rhino and him kind of missing the rest of the painting because of his horn, is that you will ultimately any review will always have a level of like bias or something blocking having like a completely unbiased approach because there's always something there. So in this case, for him, it's the horn stopping him from truly admiring the view in front of him because the horn's always in the way.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like, but that's also objective. He can't, like, he can't.
I know that is objective. So
yeah,
this is me attempting to kind of just interpret what Dunkey's trying to use that for, but the problem is, the problem is we don't have. The problem is, it's like we can be unbiased about something because we have measurements. We have measurements of quality and whatnot.
We have like also like there is such a thing as a lived experience can lead you to the right answer. Like if you feel the air on your face, even if you don't know what that's called, even if you don't know the scientific name, you can kind of know if it's blowing hard or not. Like, it's like, oh man, the leaves are being pushed against the wind. It's like there's something moving it, and there's something moving like everything else. Like, and artists use that to measure sort of how like flying machines would work in the future. It's like there's things lead to other things, like, and that's a lived experience. It's not all subjective. Like, it's kind of funny where it's like they say critical things in art is this subjective field. It's like, well, when it comes to an experience, yes, that's the subjective part, but creating that experience is a very objective thing because art
I would like
sorry
I'm sorry,
but like
go
art also goes into architecture, building like commercial art, when it goes to like what do you call it, cars, or like the auto industry. It's art is kind of all around you, and it kind of it's kind of like and a lot of art comes with math. You know, it's like
Yeah, even like even things like gun manufacturing. There is an aesthetic and art to gun manufacturing, and it's why people often have like people who are like experts at guns will call guns like beautiful or very like awesome looking because of their inherent design looks very functional but also very sleek.
It's kind
It's
of
the reason
funny you
why a
say
lot
that.
of people's favorite. It's the reason why a lot of people like when you often talk about cool guns. A lot of people mention lever action rifles.
Oh, they're so cool.
Really, really neat.
Yeah.
They are very cool looking guns. And it's
Yeah.
because of the way they're designed. And even when you use them, they're very, very ergonomic.
Like when I play Resident Evil 4, like the original, I like the look of the original shotgun. Like it's just a pump action shotgun that you find in the upstairs house. And
yeah,
it's
I think it's supposed to be a Mossberg.
It's just so cool. And it even says like a standard shotgun, don't leave home without it, is its flavor text.
Don't leave home without it.
And it's just so cool because when you reload it, it has that reloading animations is art. It's such a cool thing to have. Especially because like video games, like so I'm about to go off on like art in video games now. It's because I'm on the subject and it makes me really happy. But like the whole thing of when the like when Hideo Kojima said like you know like video games aren't exactly art, they're like a museum. I totally disagree because if films are art, then is a movie theater an art studio? Like, you know, is that a museum? But no, the picture on the screen, that's art. Like it's officially called art. The same thing goes for a video game. It's like they made those assets in order to look like aesthetically pleasing to one thing or another, and like they make models that the best they can be, and to make them look like what they're supposed to. It took a lot of time and effort, just like it would take for a movie, and just like how we have movie critics that judge things on the screen to a certain level of objectivity, because objectivity doesn't mean true to fact. It means a standard that they adhere to, like especially when it comes to the subjective crowd. But like the same thing goes for game criticism. We should look at it like it's not only is it a piece of art, it's also a piece of technology. Like it's Anywho, that's all to say about that for now.
Anyway,
yeah. So it just makes me upset. Like it's subjective. That means we could just throw anything out. Then why do you make videos? That's what I want to know. If it's all
listen
subjective,
to his full point.
I know, but like I just want to say, like anyone who says like in a video about criticism or about themselves being criticized or criticizing something else, it's all subjective when they say that. I'm like, then what's the point of looking at your video? Like, I could just look at someone else's video instead who says, I have the right opinion. Like, so it's... Hold on, I need to...
If he's saying everything is subjective, then I can easily say, well, then Man of Steel is a good movie then, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Because it's all subjective, so I could just say that.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I can say the Borderlands movie is actually a masterpiece, can't I?
Yes, 2 + 2 = 5. Yeah.
No, but then they try to correct you because they say math is based on fact. It's like you can't use fact for reviewing movies.
Yeah, exactly. There is such a thing. It's like it stars Brad Pitt. That's a fact.
Best reviews are entirely subjective, but that doesn't mean you throw objectivity out the window. You have to build your case with honest statements that even someone who disagrees with you can relate to.
Exactly.
Which is kind of funny.
Holy shit, Dunkey said get a smart thing.
Which is kind of funny because like that IGN review, that was pretty objective. About
that was a fairly objective review
about Super Metroid. In fact, on the back of the box, it's like, yeah, those are objective facts about the game. So yeah, but then again, it's like you need a little more expansion in those ideas if you're gonna be that way. But yeah,
Recently, GameSpot gave the new Crash remaster a 6 out of 10, citing some abrupt difficulty spikes. But if you know,
it's the Dark Souls of platforming. I remember that sentiment.
Even listen,
was that an actual like thing?
Oh yeah. People did say that.
Listen, I really like Crash Bandicoot. Well, I've only played the first game out of
2 is way better.
Insane Trilogy. All I will say though is that I don't think it has difficulty spikes. I mean, all the levels have their own unique levels of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like the bridge level. That one can. You know.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's pretty bad. But you know what? It doesn't matter for now. But I'm saying like Crash Bandicoot 2 is just superior in every way.
These spikes. But if you know GameSpot, you know these guys aren't exactly capable when it comes to platformers.
GameSpot.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a tough game. Old school stuff.
Okay.
Well, what does he mean old school tough?
He means like Nintendo
about...
hard. Like NES hard. Like it's freaking Battletoads or like Snake Rattle and Roll.
Or Mega Man.
Even Mega Man's not that hard. Come on. It's
the first Mega Man is pretty fucking hard.
It is.
Wait.
Yeah.
Snake Rattle and Roll is a game?
Oh yeah. It's made by Rare. It's a what do you call it? Like it's kind of like a 3D like top down 3D NES game. And it's,
oh no.
And it's very very hard.
Sorry, I was asking because I recognize the name Snake Rattle and Roll. It's like
it's a song.
It's weird. No, it's a there is a long franchise of really awful horror movies in the Philippines.
Oh.
And the name of the horror movies is Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
This one's called Snake, Rattle, and Roll.
And they're really bad.
Okay, man. Demonica. Let's watch that one. Anywho.
This will test even the most seasoned platforming veterans. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is by far the most challenging game.
I disagree so hard.
It is not that challenging.
No, it's not. Super Mario Bros. 3 is more challenging.
The game's high difficulty may initially scare off new players.
But why is my opinion more valid than this guy's? Well, first off, I actually completed the fucking game. This dude got halfway through the game and put his review up. What the?
Oh, yeah, that is...
halfway through each game? Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Why would you make a review about half a game?
Well...
Not even half...
Okay, hold on.
I guess you could say half, yeah.
Hold on. Let's hold the brakes on the anger train for a few seconds.
That's stupid.
Well,
so stupid.
It is dumb that people... Now, here's the thing, though. IGN does do another thing, but this is GameSpot, right? This is GameSpot?
This looks like IGN. I don't know.
Well, they all look the same to me.
They all look the same.
This is GameSpot. Yes, it is. Okay. Hold on.
I actually completed the...
Okay, so... IGN will do the thing where it's like they have a review in progress thing where it's like we'll give it a score for now, but later on when we complete the thing, we'll actually give more details or whatever. And so like I like that. That's a very good thing that shows a little more integrity by IGN. But when you put a full review up and you didn't play the whole thing, yikes. Ugh. And let me tell you, I used to work for a game website, and I'm not going to tell which one because I'm not going to do that to them. But like, and like, I did put a review up that was less than stellar. So I understand, but it doesn't give you an excuse to do that. This is bad.
The fucking game. This dude got halfway through the game and put his review up. What?
Hold on, go back. I want to see that full thing. Peter stayed current on the new Crash game during PlayStation Off and needs Red Thing series almost 20 years and played roughly halfway through each of the game in the collection. GameSpot was provided. I can't read that.
Okay. So if you're going to draw a red circle around them, could you draw a thinner line, please?
Or underline it.
Yeah, or fucking underline it instead of covering like a lot of.
They have line tools in Paint now.
Got halfway through the game and put his review up. What the fuck? It's funny because I think he's absolutely right. Crash Bandicoot is a little rough on the controls and camera, but it's completely doable until this fucking piece of shit dumb motherfucker turtle level. Who is responsible for this fucking abomination? This has got to be one of the single worst levels I've ever seen in a video game.
It is very hard, but it's not. And by the way,
his gameplay is like, dude.
Yeah,
just wait for the turtle. Just wait for the fucking turtle.
Yeah, you do have to be patient, and it's like I don't want. Listen, it's a very frustrating level, and I didn't like it, but the game isn't bad, and the new control scheme is a little different than the original. But it's
like some of the things.
But it's just as hard as the original. That's the thing people forget. People have this nostalgia brain. It's like, oh man, I don't remember it being this hard. No, it was that hard. It's just that it was a little more floaty in the original, where this one is a lot more concrete, hard. When it comes to the feel of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, here's the thing: if you look at some of the footage that Dunkey showed of him playing through that level, some of his choices are very questionable. Let's go over some of them.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. By the way, we're not watching part 2. This is going on.
Yeah, I know.
Even though the other one's like 5 minutes.
All right.
The rest of the game is fine.
Game. This dude got halfway through the game and put his review up. What the fuck? It's funny because I think he's absolutely right. Crash Bandicoot is a little rough on the controls and camera, but it's completely doable until this fucking piece of shit dumb motherfucker turtle level. Who is responsible?
Okay, that time he just fucking hold on.
Single worst levels I've ever seen in a video game.
The game can feel
Falco.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it too.
I can do it too?
Yes, it's called Watch Together.
Sorry. I don't really use this website too much.
Also, I got a good screenshot of Crash being yellow and green. That's neat. So, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he just jumped fucking. Yeah, he fucking jumped on right past the turtle. And how do you fuck that up? All you gotta do is just go forward, jump on the turtle, and then if you miss it, that's fine. But you deliberately fucking went to the side instead of jumping on the turtle.
I think he was complaining about the controls, but yeah, you just have to be a little more patient. I guess he's in a rush.
Yeah.
People can be bad.
I guess so. Well, Dunkey did say that he's impatient, so.
I guess so.
Dumb motherfucker turtle level. Who is responsible for this fucking abomination? This has got to be one of the single worst levels I've ever seen in a video game.
The game can feel really old.
Depth perception is an issue.
Stiff driving controls.
Physics just don't always work.
Piece of shit turtle.
Hit detection in general can be a little weird.
It's not quite as precise as it should be.
When Reggie was developing Mario...
I think for me, I remember when I was playing Lego Star Wars, I did have a problem with depth perception, but that's just me. That's just me having really shit depth perception.
It's kind of funny because in Crash 2, you have moves to compensate for because like it's not depth perception, it's just that it seems like I should be able to make it sort of things, and I just don't want to mess it up, so I use the slide jump in Crash 2, and it just whatever. And the slide jump is really easy to do, so it just makes it a lot easier. Sorry.
Mario 64, he discovered that jumps requiring pinpoint precision just did not fly in a 3D space. Naughty Dog, however, said, fuck that shit, jump on this shitty turtle, kid, except it won't even bounce you far enough to get over the fucking piece of shit.
Well, that's...
Yeah, that part is a bit bullshit.
Oh yeah, like you have to wait for it to come to the very tip of the of its walking animation.
Wait, you gotta jump on the very tip of the turtle.
I know.
It's fucking worse shit.
It's not only the tip, but you have to wait for its walking animation to go completely at the edge of the bridge and then hit it there, or else it won't work. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
So what you're saying is it's just the tip.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my gosh, banned. Anyways.
Bridge, there's certainly a steeper than usual learning curve, and the series has always been more impressive in my opinion on the visual end. Crash looking at the boulder chasing him, water shimmering down a waterfall, an ancient temple illuminated by sunlight. When you lose, Crash doesn't just disappear, he fucking gets incinerated. Fucking gets crushed by a big ass boulder and destroyed. Pig knocks him off, breaks his spine. Boom! Just turns into a little pancake, falls in the water, freezes to death. He gets fucking killed in this game, man. When you finally conquer that ridiculous level, Crash says it all for you. He just goes, great job, except you missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21, 22, 23, 60, 69, 40, 95, 96, 97, 98. Well, hey, man, other than that, you did a good job. The presentation is top-notch, and critics have most definitely taken notice. But what's more important to a game like this? How it feels or how it looks? Which leads into my final point. Focus.
Oh, yeah, you have plenty of focus.
I'm sure you do, Dunkey. I'm sure you do.
Except for when you can't get the full context of a guy talking about his opinion on a Sonic game.
It's fine.
Remember when this video was about game critics? That's because I lost focus, immediacy, atmosphere, variety, replayability. This is what I value in a game. If the music sucks, if the levels are uninspired, if there's constant
uninspired? Wait, hold on. Whatever.
Downtime, the game is
Which
not
game
fun.
is he talking about?
The game is not fun. Oh, if the level's uninspired. Okay, so what makes a video game level uninspired?
I guess if you like repeat certain aspects of it too much.
But
like for example, the level that he showed on Mario Bros, you could see that he was that an auto-scrolling level? I don't know.
It's an auto-scrolling maze level. Yes.
Yeah, I can see why that would be tedious for some.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't know about uninspired.
Yeah, because they did it in the original, except it's not auto-scroll. So, but
yeah,
it's fine. They use these things to sort of make you either rush or to or to make decisions quickly. Because sometimes auto-scrolling can be a little bullcrap, but you know. Uninspired. I don't know what that means.
I guess I would say the levels in Star Wars Outlaws are very uninspired.
Yeah, it is a desert.
I agree.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the thing is, like, the uninspired is because of the fact that they took a level, but then they didn't really do more with it. So it comes across as just very lazy and very just boring.
Yeah.
Uninspired could mean also that, like, oh, it's just a desert. It's just a forest. And it's like, well, that's not uninspired. Those just exist. So it's like, because, you know, I'm playing Dragon Quest XI, I don't think that world is uninspired at all. Like, even though it is kind of, it is a little generic sometimes, I don't think it's uninspired. I think it's just, I think it's just, like, different environments for different monsters. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense. You know, and stuff like that. But, like, it's not original, is what I mean. The sort of landscapes.
But if we were to talk about why the levels aren't uninspired in Dragon Quest XI, my points would go to, well, there are some dungeons that have some what would I say?
Bricks.
Well, not bricks. What the fuck? I guess I'd say oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Maze-like?
No.
Monotonous? I don't know. Like, I don't know what you're going for.
Basically, what I'm trying to go for is that some dungeons will have certain different types of ways of progressing through. Like, for example, you have the dungeon where certain platforms will fall and you will fall to a different level, and you have to get back up and try and find the right pathway.
Yeah.
Or the library in Sneeflheim, where you have to press certain switches and get it to get you to the right pathway.
Yeah, I don't. That's two way to verify the dungeons. If they all just were just walk through it, it would be kind of dull. So it's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like but I still think the some dungeons are way too similar to each other. It's like but
Yeah,
yeah,
it has the Skyrim problem of the dungeons
no,
being a little bit
it's
too
not that
similar.
bad. It's not that
Gimmicks.
bad.
That was the word I was looking for. Gimmicks.
Gimmicks, right? I don't mind.
Gimmicky.
I don't think they're gimmicky. They're like it's like a RPG version of a set piece. It's like, oh wow, this dungeon's kind of neat. Like one's made of gold because the monster touches things and turns them into gold. So it's like I just want my castle to be made of gold. So it's like,
well,
yeah.
Well, I would also say that has like enemies where you can like get a lot of gold out of them because of the fact that they're golden.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I meant to say is that certain dungeons have fun little gimmicks.
Yeah, and like and as they should be, because like if it's just a walkthrough, then it's just it needs to be more memorable than that.
Yeah, if it's just simply find a pathway and then there you go. But no, they create these ways of creating the pathway and stuff like that.
Gimmicks don't make it bad, and I think, and they're not long either. They're just they're a neat distraction, like from like just doing the outward stuff. It's and they makes like this place exists in the world. It's not just there to be a dungeon. Like it has another purpose maybe. Like it's not like Skyrim where it's just like it's a cave number 502. Like
If it's not fun, why bother?
I see a lot of reviews where the language
cringe-worthy dialogue, by no means an achievement in dramatic storytelling. The story of ghosts struggles to remain in focus. Okay. I'll go back a little bit.
There are some misspellings.
Really?
I see a
Yeah, like for example, cringe-worthy dialogue. Dialogue isn't spelled correctly.
Is it? Mm.
Yeah,
wow.
Because dialogue is spelled Dialogue.
UE?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Daggone, I'm a freaking moron. Yeah, you're right. Oh, gosh. Oh,
There's a
no.
diversity in dialogue, and like dialogue is spelled differently. Like example, dialogue horror doesn't use the UE because dialogue is actually referring to a sort of system,
Conversation.
like dialogue almost.
Yeah. It's conversational
While
dialogue.
Dialogue is like a dialogue, a conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk.
But they are using the wrong dialogue, I think. Okay.
A lot of reviews where the language doesn't really align with the final verdict.
The new Super Mario Bros. Series has often felt like a watered-down, more casual attempt. It's just a shame it doesn't push the system's visual or audio capabilities. Bit of a disappointment. Numbing, generic, bubbly music, playing with friends is still a bit of a chaotic mess. By the time Mario U really starts to do interesting things, it's over.
Damn, he fucking hates this shit. What the fuck?
It has a little something for everyone.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
god, I remember that. I fucking remember that.
Yeah, so
it has a little something for everyone. So
Oh
shut the
boy.
fuck up.
Oh, hold on.
There's a little something for everyone, despite saying why it doesn't.
The thing about like I call it the Doug Walker effect, where it's like he'll it's a movie he really likes and he'll make fun of it for like half an hour, and talk about how and talk it in a negative light, but then he says at the end he's like, well, I still like it. It's still fun. It's da. It's like, dude, you can't do that. Like, I know you're playing a character. Like, but still, it's like you're sending mixed messages.
What the fuck?
It has a little something for everyone.
Okay,
Alright,
so why is that a
was...
meme line? I'm sorry. Like, I've never heard that before. So, please fill me in.
Oh, Vicky, do you want to tell him or do you want me to?
Which one?
It has a little something for everyone. Falco's wondering why is that a meme.
Yeah, please.
It's because it's like the guy was literally like criticizing it and pointing out like several issues and
Mm-hmm.
you kind of think make the overall experience a bit more spotty.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, the review just comes up to it has a little something for everyone.
It's like, okay, what if? Okay,
It's
so
it's
I'll.
it's a meme because of the fact that it's like you basically like you kind of went off on this game. You kind of sounded like you didn't like this game, and your fucking conclusion was it has a little something for everyone. You know.
Also, that's not true because if I was like a God of War fan and I was looking for like brutal like decapitations of my enemies, I don't think Mario is gonna have it. I'm sorry. Like
And it's very much just it's almost like someone saying it's a game.
it's a game.
It's a game. It's like shut
It's
the
a video
fuck
game
up.
for console. Like
It is a video game. Shut your ass up.
Oh, that's it. Hooray, it's over.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hold on.
I mean that
Okay.
wasn't as terrible as the other videos we've watched.
No, it's not, but it's still
And
rather
I-
like wow,
Probably
interesting.
I probably ranked this below Doug Walker's video. But there was still lots of issues that I found with Dunkey's video, and of course there was that part where he literally lied.
I'm trying to get. Can someone get out of this? Stop
okay.
it. Oh, no, never mind. I got it. I'm gonna exit
I'm out
watch
of it.
together. I'm gonna exit watch together. Yay, we did it. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that took. Actually, it's about 2 hours. It's an 8-minute video took 2 hours. We did it. We have now become the Faps. Ah, goodness. So yeah, I don't know why it sort of gets like it's just a video saying like, yeah, video game journalism is weird. That's what I got from it. So it's like, yeah, I guess. That's what I got from it, you know?
Okay, so I was looking at the IGN review of Mario Bros. U,
Mm-hmm.
and while a lot of his points are still there so far, there was a part in the beginning where he says, what was it? Let me rewind it.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic mix of retro concepts, new ideas, and an excellent difficulty level. So he said that right at the beginning. So let me just listen to more of this, and I'll tell you.
We can, never mind.
Never mind what.
Okay, so
I was gonna
he
put
has
it
a
in
problem
and
with
watch together, but I'm like, oh wait, I already.
yeah, he has a problem with the visual and audio capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I think it's because that it's a Nintendo game. You know, it's like oh crap, I said all this stupid stuff about it, but I had to give it a high score. It's like, oh okay, like I don't know.
You are not obliged to give a Nintendo game a high score simply for the fact that it is a Nintendo game.
Well, it's sort of like what Jim Sterling said about like a long time ago about like Breath of the he had to give Breath of the Wild a high was it Breath I think it was Breath it was either Breath of the Wild or was Mario Odyssey. He said Nintendo people were angry because I didn't give it a high score. It's like no, it's because you didn't get far in it. Like and you know, but it's kind of like I think it's like they just don't want the vitriol. I think IGN does have a problem with like people like this idea of it's a big company, therefore we need to treat them nicely. Like, okay.
So yeah, he does seem to go back and forth on these sorts of things of like, oh yeah, it does this well, but it also does this really shit. And it's like, oh, okay.
Did he actually say that?
No, he didn't say that word for word. I'm
That'd
just...
be hilarious.
Jesus.
But like, yeah, that's what. But it's like, but then he gives it a 9.1. It's like that should be a 5. Like 5 is in the middle. Yeah, like
at the most it would be a 6.
If from what the review is, you mean? Or you?
At the most, it should be a 6. At the least, probably a 4.9.
I don't use points in scores. I think that's dumb. It's like
I'm going by what IGN does.
Okay, yeah. But like, I just don't like that where they use like points in their systems. It just feels. It just feels like you're getting like an excuse to give it a point, so therefore it makes it look better than it is or worse. It's like I just don't see the point in that. I'm like, I use the whole like math thing where it's like if you think it's above this certain percentage, then it goes up. If you think it's down, if it goes below a certain thing, then it goes down a point. So it's like, all right.
So there's usually things to add to the point or detract from it. So it's why I never understood IGN's. Again, a lot of Pierce's argument that, oh, we always use 7 because a lot of the games we reserve for the score below
AAA
7,
games. Complex.
Well, the complexity does not make a game suddenly amazing.
No.
It's like, have you forgotten Concord?
There's also like it's all about how it executes those ideas. Because how a choice-based game, there's a difference between Until Dawn and Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
yeah,
one has.
Well, if I were to give it a fairer comparison, there's a difference between the execution of the idea of Until Dawn and execution of the idea of Man of Medan.
Yeah, like, oh yeah.
Until Dawn feels far more like actually effective and interesting with its use of like its concept and like player decision compared to Man of Medan, where Man of Medan is like almost schizophrenic how much it cares about your decisions.
I'm just trying to get a sort of a contrast principle, I guess. But like the whole thing of like there's one that has like like your decisions are felt completely impactful right there. You get to see your decision play out. Rather as like in a Until Dawn, like you'd have no idea if it's gonna play out the way you think it is, or if this doesn't matter. Like, so it's just, like decisions that you can make in a video game don't really if they say it's going to matter, then it should be something that you feel like you're in control of.
I think I remember in terms of decisions, I was watching Mahler's stream of Failguard, and every time the character says something or does something, the game has to outright tell you what you just did and what it meant. And it's like it's almost like the complete lack of trust in the players to understand what they just did.
That's kind of dumb.
Like I remember one of my favorite sets of choices from a game was like in Witcher 3. Depending on your choices on how to handle Ciri, you can get a very, very horrifying ending for Ciri. And the thing is, the way the game frames it, you can get that ending simply because you wanted to play Geralt as the caring and very concerned father who just wanted to protect his daughter. But you then realize the other context is your father who is concerned for his daughter, but refuses to allow her to grow and make her own decisions, and as such stifled her.
That's it's kind of like the it's not the Crestfallen Knight, it's the Onion Knight in Dark Souls. It's like you by helping him out through the entire game, you're actually not letting him go on his own adventures. Like and he goes hollow. And
Yeah, because he finds no more joy in his life because he's completed all his adventures.
Yep. Also, there's the Silent Hill 2, the original at least. I haven't played the remake. I don't think I will. But like the choices of that you do in the game are all hidden. You don't know what affects the ending, unless you look it up. But like it's all unknown to you. It's but your actions reflect what you do in that game. You could ignore choices and just go through the game, but like you definitely should go at your own pace and think what you need to do. But and believe it or not, it becomes more grounded and realistic that way, more psychological, because like you did that. The game didn't tell you that you had a choice. So it's that's why I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, it's something I really like with a lot of with some of the games I've been playing a lot, some of the RPGs I've been playing where the game doesn't tell you that the conversation you have with your companion will actually change their perspective on the world or result in them actually making a separate decision. Like in a Rogue Trader, the 40K RPG I was playing, you have conversations with a tech priest, and he often talks about his mentor who was kind of bordering on heretical, and you can tell him about how like being loyal to the emperor and being faithful is more important than attempting to almost commit heresy all for the sake of progress. And if you keep telling him that, by the end, he will make his own decision to be loyal to, to his actual religion, and rather than pursue progress for the sake of knowledge.
Another thing I like about like some choices in video games is that like the ones not in cutscenes, it's just gameplay choices. Like I've always liked the sort of Arkham and like the Spider-Man PS4 ones where it's like there's something going on in the streets or whatever, and it's like you just break it up because you decided to, and like that feels sort of it's not exactly impactful because it doesn't really impact the game as a whole, but it's definitely something you can get involved in and like and change someone's life. I like
Yeah, it's
it's kind of
it's
interesting.
neat.
Yeah.
Yakuza has a similar system, Yakuza Kiwami, where when you're roaming the streets of Kamurocho, you can just find some people, or find a guy or a woman being harassed by a bunch of hoodlums, and you can kind of just interfere and going like, you can just tell them, back the hell off, and then they'll fight you, and you just beat the shit out of them.
One of the things that really did surprise me on stream was like I was playing Spider-Man PS4 is that like I was like, because you've done these missions before where all of a sudden like you get like a contact, it's like, oh, there's a robbery in progress. And it's like, okay, I'll go. And there's like these guys and they're doing a deal. And instead of like, and so what's supposed to happen, they're supposed to just fight you. Like, but then it's like you get into a fight, I'm like, okay, here we go. And all of a sudden they run and they get into the car and it turns to a car chase. It becomes this other dynamic thing. It's like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming. Where it's like it's totally
the escalation.
It's very, and it happened like very realistically. It's like, we can't do this. Let's run. Let's get into a car, and then turns into a car chase mission. Like, wow, that was really interesting. It's like naturally dynamic is what I like to call that. So anyways, I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for coming by. But still, yeah, like gaming is an art form. It is art.
Indeed.
It's it doesn't matter what anyone says. Like a screenshot is art, just like how the computer it's worked on is art. So it's like it all goes down to very bits and bolts of everything involved. It's kind of funny I say bits and bolts. When a screw is also art, the art of making a screw. No, I'm actually being serious. Like there are different types of screws that people put inside, like inside like carpentry and buildings and stuff, where it's like they all have different notches for different types of what you need to do. It's like man, there's a whole bunch of things that people don't think of as like art when it comes to like each piece of the puzzle when it comes to creating something. It's like we just don't think about it that way. But like that's why like I think art and math are probably the top things that people care about, but they just don't think about. Like
Probably, yeah.
like when you're driving a car, you don't think about the art piece that is your car, or like what units you're using of math, like how fast you're going on the speedometer. It's like it's just those things. It's like you kind of take for granted when it's gone. You know, it's
Indeed.
so it's like all right, well, I'm gonna start that, and like you guys take care, and like oh, also
Yep.
I'm doing a I'm writing a Deep Rock review, Deep Rock Galactic. I'm gonna be doing that.
Yay.
I got some footage because the Halloween event is over, so I got some footage of me doing stuff around the what do you call it, the hub world, I think, or I don't know what I would call that, the lobby. Yeah, the lobby, where it's like I just did a whole bunch of random stuff to get footage of it. So it's like yeah, that's if I decide to put that involved, I have a whole bunch of footage. So anywho, what Fraga, what you doing?
What?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess I'm
Say something.
I'm okay. I'm doing some I don't know what I'm doing yet. We still got the fanfic reading of Sonic to
Sonic
go ahead.
harems, the really cringe thing, yeah.
Yeah, the really cringe thing. The really, really fucking cringe thing, yeah.
It is kind of funny how like man, there's it's a new day today in the land of America. So it's going to be an interesting year. All I've seen down my timeline is people coping and seething. It's fantastic. So anywho, it's not about. It's kind of funny. It's not even the politics of it. I just find it really funny how like Star Wars Girl put it as like men crying, like having tinter tantrums, or I should say adults having like baby things. It's like, okay,
Let's not talk about this too far.
Oh no, they might shadow ban me.
Podcast?
They might shadow ban me. No, dude, it's just you said cringe, and that's the thing I just see, especially the funniest thing ever, the political Fortnite stuff.
God damn motherfucker keeps saying especially instead of especially.
Okay, whatever. I say espresso. Whatever. So I just find it funny.
Espresso these nuts.
I just find it funny when it's like it's like the MOK thing. It's like
All right. Well, you audience have a lovely time.
Yay, lovely time day, friend.
And it's November, so
it is.
Have a great time during the Thanksgivings.
Don't not.
Oh yeah, it's okay. No one will know. Just go.
Okay.
Bye.